Do you have to use microphone?
Up to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the year 2010, the European Union has increased the funding for the European Space Agency from 3 billion to 4 billion euros, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, we are at risk here, at risk of global warming. We are at risk of that the world might not be habitable anymore. Even the problem is pursuing us, and we have to consider what if our global warming have been failed, ladies and gentlemen. What if we can't live in this world anymore? So that is why we debate this motion today, ladies and gentlemen. Should this House believe that the European Space Agency should pursue manned exploration of space? Should it pursue it, ladies and gentlemen? This is what we are here to discuss. If I move on, let me first put this House as the European Union. And let me define pursue as to continue, and manned exploration of space is explore the vast infinity and beyond by man, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, manned exploration is a subset of the research by the ESA, and it costs only 1/6 of the whole ESA funding. And the whole ESA funding, ladies and gentlemen, costs only 4 euros as a tax for all European citizens. That is a small amount of money to pay for technological advancement. Let me mention my team's side. ESA should pursue European Space Agency should pursue manned exploration of space, but we do not make it a priority at this moment. But we would continue to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Before I move on, let me first make my team split. Firstly, I'm the first speaker who will talk about the model, and we will talk about how there are many risks pressing us right now to continue manned exploration of space, and how man is a curious creature, and it is human nature to go on and discover new things. And also I'm going to talk about how man is more capable than any other alternatives, and how the European can humanity. While my second speaker will talk about the benefits of having man explore space other than robots and animals, and how this will benefit the technological advancement for mankind and for all. Firstly, ladies and gentlemen, come to our model. The first part of our model is we let the EU set up a committee called CFM, or Committee of Financial Management, ladies and gentlemen, to evaluate all the financial conditions within the EU. Because, ladies and gentlemen, without effective and efficient financial plannings, no sustainable plans can ever be made. And the second part, ladies and gentlemen, the committee will place the European Space Agency as fourth priority, ladies and gentlemen. Next, from economy, terrorism, and energy, ladies and gentlemen, we should focus on the most important issues first, which is economy, terrorism, and energy. While we do acknowledge the risk of overpopulation and the Earth not being habitable, we do not abandon that. That's why we consider all these aspects for the European Union, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now, before I move on to my arguments, any QI so far? Okay, good. Now, for my first argument, the risk for human survival, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we do acknowledge that there are problems in Africa, there's starvation, there's everything. That's why we put the funding for the ESA as a fourth priority list, and we face all the water problems first. But while we do that, we do not abandon the fact that the probability that our global warming campaign may not work, that people may not stop throwing garbage everywhere, and that we do not deny the probability that someday the Earth may be overloaded with garbage, and that the air is no longer clean for human living. What happens when that day comes? And we do not deny that every year the world population increases by 5%. Ladies and gentlemen, how long before it became overpopulated? Ladies and gentlemen, while we're concerned about problems that are pressing us at the moment, we also look at the long term, ladies and gentlemen, into those problems. That's why we propose this model. That's why the European Space Agency should continue pursuing manned exploration of space. And then again, you may ask, why man? Because, ladies and gentlemen, when the Earth becomes inhabitable and you have made non-research about how to make man survive out in space, then how can you evacuate humans, ladies and gentlemen? It's just not logical. Also, ladies and gentlemen, my second argument about its human nature, before I move on my second argument, yes, sir.
Yes, we should be more specific on the capability that human needs to do out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, haven't I been clear enough? Overpopulation, the world filling up with garbage, air not being cleaned up. Ladies and gentlemen, you have seen yourself the effects of the natural disasters happening because of our human interaction with nature, ladies and gentlemen. It may not work at all, ladies and gentlemen, our attempts to stop all this global warming stuff. Maybe outdoor might be wrong. Maybe we can't change the world, ladies and gentlemen. We accept that risk, and then we make plans to meet it. And ladies and gentlemen, on my second argument, ladies and gentlemen, it's human's nature, ladies and gentlemen. If it wasn't for human nature, the Vikings would. If it wasn't for the natural nature of human curiosity, the Vikings wouldn't have discovered Newfoundland, and Columbus wouldn't have discovered the Indians. And then Alexander wouldn't go as far as the real India and fighting elephants, ladies and gentlemen. It's just human nature. You can't stop human curiosity, ladies and gentlemen. Even though you may ban this policy, there'll be people coming up and they try to explore the space. Ladies and gentlemen, just as Carl Sagan has once said, that we are on the shore of the cosmic ocean. The water seems inviting, nothing can stop us. Ladies and gentlemen, next to my third necessity, that man is more capable, ladies and gentlemen. This point will be more emphasized by the second speaker, but I would like to touch a little bit on it now, because ladies and gentlemen, past projects by NASA, they have sent 2 rovers to Mars, ladies and gentlemen, and all they've done is collecting rocks. They can even make the analysis up on Mars, ladies and gentlemen. Much more experiments can be done on Mars. So if we just spend all those toys up there to run around and collecting rocks, would it be worth our money? Would it be worth our tax money, ladies and gentlemen? Also, ladies and gentlemen, as I've already mentioned before in my introduction, in 2010, the EU supported the European Space Agency by 4 billion euros, ladies and gentlemen. This means that the European Union are interested in space exploration, and that the European Union cares about human survivability just as much as we do as the government side. For all these reasons, the motion must stand and pass along with our model. Thank you.
I thank the Prime Minister, and he spoke for 7 minutes and 38 seconds. I would like to recognize the leader of opposition to open the opposition debate.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.